Hi everybody, Dr. Nick Thompson here. Just wanted to speak to you about kidney disease because I'm hearing of a number of cases where people have been on raw all their lives with their dogs and they get a diagnosis of kidney disease and they feel pressured to change to a renal diet. Okay, I don't think that's a great idea. And we're going to talk about that today because I think that we can make a raw food diet do everything a renal food can do, but we can do even more than that. We can make the raw food, tailor make it to that individual, because not all dogs have kidney disease in the same way. Okay, so today what I'd like to talk about is protein. I'd like to talk about phosphorus. I'd like to talk about fat. I'd like to talk about broths and what we can add to our kidney diet to really kind of make it even better than an excellent raw food diet. Okay, so number one, protein. In the old days, we used to think that we had to restrict protein to animals with renal failure or chronic renal insufficiency. That is now considered not to be the case until you're in the very last stage of renal disease. We vets will divide kidney disease into normal and then stages 1, 2, 3 and 4, 4 being the worst. It's only when you get to stage 4, and your vet will guide you as to exactly which stage you're at. It's only when you're at stage 4 will you then need to reduce the protein. The beauty, and you would reduce it by maybe about 15 to 20%. In the bowl. The beauty of feeding raw food is that it's excellent quality of protein and it's in the raw form, and so the digestibility of that protein is very good indeed. Now, which proteins do we select for animals with renal issues? Well, we divide proteins into how much phosphorus. They've got one way of dividing them up is how much phosphorus is in that food. We've got the low phosphorus, medium phosphorus, high phosphorus group. It is a good idea, especially in the later stages, or if the blood phosphorus is seen to be a little high, to avoid high phosphorus. I'm not even going to talk about those. I'm just going to talk about the low and medium phosphorus meats. So in both low and medium is beef, and it depends on the cut and where it's from and which country and what have you and what time of year. Okay, so beef is generally okay. In the also in the low phosphorus, we have got chicken and rabbit and tripe and pork. Okay, so those are our low phosphorus meats. You can go back in the movie and then scribble them down. And so we would base most of our diet there. Okay, it would be those. Nice selection. If you need to encourage appetite and your dog really likes some of the medium, you can use some of the medium phosphorus. Medium phosphorus is beef, duck, lamb, pork and turkey. Okay, beef, duck, lamb, pork and turkey. Okay, so it's pretty easy. You use mainly the low phosphorus, and you can dip into the medium phosphorus every now and again, or just a small amount to get the dog to eat. Now, in more advanced kidney disease, these dogs can lose weight. So the best way to put weight on in this scenario is to increase the level of fat, and you would do that by just gradually increasing using, say, coconut oil or something like let's have a look, coconut oil or olive oil, and you just gradually build it up. Don't give it all in one go, tablespoons and tablespoons all in one go, because pancreatitis is always a risk with our dogs. Okay, so that's protein, that's phosphorus, that's fat and oil. And let's talk about broths. One of the beauties about a raw food kidney diet is that it is very, very moist, and it means that you can get lots and lots of liquid through that struggling kidney, which helps to keep the function of the kidney going, maintains a good circulation to the kidney. What we can do is we can add broths. Broths are very, very healthful in all sorts of ways, but bone broths are wonderful with kidney disease because they can help us to make sure that we're getting plenty of fluids going through the dog, especially when they're ill like this. Okay, so finally, what are we going to add to lift this, good base raw food diet to make it into an extra special renal diet? And there's three things. The first thing is I would like to add kidney, either a little bit of kidney every single day or a bit more, but maybe twice a week, 3 times a week, because kidney has got lots and lots of nutrients that kidneys need. Yeah, what we're talking about is we're feeding either pork or lamb or beef kidney raw, chopped in the bowl in order to feed the kidneys of your dogs. It's very, very good food. It's very nutritious and very, very beneficial. Second thing to add is brewer's yeast, because when you have kidney disease, you lose B vitamins. And so adding brewer's yeast, say half a teaspoon for every 10 kilos of dog, is a great idea. Adding the brewer's yeast because of the leaky kidneys. And then finally, and almost most importantly, although all three of these additions are very, very important, we would be adding omega-3 at the top dose for your weight of dog, depending on the product that you're using. Omega-3 is used in human medicine. It's very anti-inflammatory and it's very beneficial for healing of any tissue. So omega-3 fatty acids from fish and flax. What I tend to do is I will alternate monthly. I'll go a fish oil, and then I'll go flax oil, then I'll go another different type of fish oil, and then flax. Okay, alternating each month. Only buy enough for 1 month. Don't let it hang about because it will oxidize and go bad and rancid and not be very healthy. There you go. Raw is good for kidneys. I see quite a lot of kidney disease, and we were often able to maintain a good stability. We have actually seen stage 2s becoming stage 1s and stage 1s becoming stage 0s. So there can be some healing that can go. It doesn't always happen, obviously, but the stability, I think, is the most important thing. Rather than just being a decline, we can really help to maintain that stability. And dogs love it, and they do very well on it. So there you go. Protein, phosphorus, fat, broths, and additions of kidney, brewer's yeast, and omega-3s. That's your lot. Good luck. If you need a hand, find a holistic vet and have a chat with them. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.